And here is Bryant. He's really flipped the script with this performance here in the second half. To the inside. The bump, the drive. Oh! Watch out below. Run for cover, young fella.
All right, T-Bags, we back on 2K10. Y'all already know what the deal is. Y'all already know what I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make it a long one, a decent one, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to keep y'all entertained. So whatever you need, some snacks, something to drink, something to, you know what I'm saying? Something to get your mind right, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to judge you. Get it, whatever you may need. This is the time to get that. You know what I'm saying? We're getting right into my career. We got to get this season over with, y'all. We got to get this season over with. Let's look at the schedule. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? 2 more videos this month over with. Then all we got is 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? But we'll probably do 3 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Because there's 6 games left. But as y'all see, bro, this season is over with. It's dead. Season 3, bro. Season 3. That's the year. 3 years, 3 different teams, bro. I don't care. We ring chasing, bro. I'm not looking to build. I'm not looking to grow. Take me somewhere that's gonna get me to the finals. That's all we talking about. All right, y'all ready? Y'all got y'all shit? All right, come on now. Let's get this shit up. Let's get this shit underway.
Now let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, right now let's take a look at the Spurs. What will be the key for them?
Well, Steve Nash is someone they definitely need to focus on. One of the premier playmakers in the NBA. He dissects defenses with his passing. He's smart, he's crafty, and he's got tremendous vision.
All right, Clark, on the other side, how about Phoenix? What's the key for them?
Well, in Amari Stoudemire, you have not only a high volume scorer, but a high percentage finisher as well.
If I were him, I'd just camp and hit that rim the entire game.
But you know what? He's also added the nice 17-foot
You're right.
jump shot.
You're right.
So not only does he beat you at the rim,
Let's go.
to make the jump shot.
You gotta wait for him to
We'll see
set
how
his
it pans
feet.
out.
Do not
Thanks,
pass
Clark.
to Buddy Watson.
And Phoenix has
He will
possession
fumble that
following
bitch.
the bucket by the Spurs.
What the hell you doing?
Stolen by the Spurs. Here's Magician. Gets in close.
Easy
Graceful finish.
That's a great pass. Way to get it to the open man.
Barbosa with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Get out of my way.
Here's Jennings. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. And it's the Spurs ball. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
In some ways, they should be fairly pleased with their play and effort, but it never feels great to take a loss, even when you do have a decent out.
Magician from short range.
Ain't no way I missed
No
that.
good.
And that was not
And
no
Phoenix
game
will take
bad
it the other
call.
way. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
They lost a really close game against these guys last time out, Kevin.
And
They're
so
gonna lose
here
this
is San
game, too.
Antonio following Earl Clark's three-point attempt. To the baseline. Here's Gooden. Buries the short-range jumper.
These guys are doing an excellent job on offense here at the start of this game. Good shots leading to 4 or 5 shooting.
Now here's Nash. Last game we saw him score 13. Stoudemire backs in. Can't put an end to the run.
They're struggling to find their range at the start of this game.
Here's
Browstein.
Gently
Lost him.
They've been
Skip through that lane with a
And
lane.
first time out of the
Hey,
game
hey,
called for Phoenix.
D-backs,
Outplayed
witness
in the
me.
previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
I really think this was a game they should have won. At least going into the game, they were feeling confident. But that confidence quickly faded with what I thought was just an off game.
Now here's Nash, averaging 16 points a game. To Clark. Richardson from deep. Good. You talk about versatile. Jason Richardson has really taken an outside game, and he's taken an inside game, and he's made this really pretty picture.
Yeah, he's a terrific scorer. I thought he was basically becoming a jump shooter only, but he showed me recently he's doing it all. He's getting to the rim, and he's knocking down the mid-range jump shot as well.
Does it bother you that he's played for so many teams here the last couple years? I mean, he's moved around a lot.
He has moved around, but sometimes that just happens, Kevin. I think it would be more concerning
Stop!
if
I'm up the court.
he moved around and didn't produce, but he's been productive everywhere he's been.
Magician
now.
lays
It's
it
a
in.
lay.
Sweet time to lead him to the rack. He's got 8.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Not going for that weak ass screen, buddy. That's a steal. They cheating. Hell
It's
no.
blocked. Good D by Duncan. The Spurs bring it up. They're on a 14-3 run. Covered by Barbosa. Magician.
I told you, don't pass the buddy while he cutting.
The
He
bucket
fumbling.
was set up with the dish by Duncan.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Timeout called the Suns. Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in assists. And you take a look at Steve Nash, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
This guy simply makes his team go. His ability to get people shot opportunities in their ideal scoring positions is what makes him special. Add to that leadership ability
You're not talking about
and
me,
running
get
the
over
show,
here, bro.
and you've got what every coach loves to have, a general out there who makes his team better.
Here's Stoudemire. It's good.
Amari Stoudemire, what a story. The 2003 NBA Rookie of the Year. But before that, folks, he went through some very difficult times. Attended 6 different This is how they built an early lead. A relentless and punishing inside game.
So it's Phoenix now, trailing by 13.
Damn, I pressed it too early.
Here's Knight. Richardson commits the loose ball foul. It's his first foul of the game. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Suns. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And of
Bro,
course,
they're
the
not going, bro.
Spurs, 3 spots below.
I'm not going. They're
And
not
so here is San Antonio.
going. Get the hell off of me.
Magician.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Then she said one. I wanted to
And
pop
here are
his
the
ass
Suns.
so bad off of that.
It's a
God damn it.
13-point
Oh, let's
game.
go. Good
And
hand,
it'll
Tim.
go the other way.
I wanted
The
to pop
Suns
his ass
turn it
so bad
over.
off of that little hezzy. I got to get that 3 ball up. It's only at 80, y'all. Be patient.
And
Yeah,
it's the
80
Spurs with the
80
ball.
good enough. Nah, shut up. It's
13-point
not.
lead.
Oh my God. Oh, that was
1
that.
second difference between the shot
Look at
clock
that.
and the game
It's a
clock.
2. Actually, in that
The
bullshit.
handoff to Gooden. Down low. Here's Duncan. Hits the jump hook.
Nice speed. That's the way to keep the ball moving.
Here's Knight. It's in for
What?
3. And it's the Spurs with the ball. Gooden, right block. Nails the buzzer beater.
Oh my goodness, what a shot. Just in the nick
But
of
he's trying to
time.
be player of the game, huh?
Money time.
He's gonna be
The
talking shit, y'all.
Spurs got out to a good
Still
start.
can't
They're playing
catch on the
lockdown
goddamn
D,
cut,
Kevin.
nigga. If your feet not set, you fumble that bitch. I don't care. You're still trash.
Now
back
here's
on the court.
Nash. Not on the scoreboard yet. Spurs give up possession. And as we get a break, let's take a look at some of the scores from last night's games. For the Wizards, a good game in Washington as the Rockets lose. The Minnesota Timberwolves lose on the road. Golden State with the win. Out in Oklahoma City, the Thunder pick up the win. The Magic defeated. And back to the game we go.
He bopped me.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting
That's
with
how
the
you
Thunder
bop
after
on
this
it.
one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
I just did that.
And here
Don't,
we
don't
go
try
with
and
Steve
do the
Nash.
same move I do to you after I tried to reach in.
To Clark. Passes back to the free throw line. Passes shot is in.
You know, I really
It's
like
okay, my
that sense
vertical
of
now is-
urgency
it's
they're
not where I
showing
wanted
in
to
the
be,
second
so-
quarter. That's impressive. That's what
And
you
my
want
block's
to see.
still only a
They were a little lethargic coming into the game.
Step
Magician.
up, Ho.
Stoudemire grabs the miss.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open, but he may have rushed it just a little bit.
Yeah, I did kind of release a little too early.
Here's Stoudemire. Hits the far iron, but it goes in.
They've dialed up the intensity a notch here. Almost
Get the
hitting
hell
on
out.
half of their attempts after struggling with shooting in the first half.
Here's
Oh,
Magician.
why would you do that weak ass
The
layup?
Spurs will
Why you
hold
ain't-
on to it.
I got him left-handed.
Both teams
God,
changing
that
it
was
up.
So ugly. I was expecting to do like a finger roll with my right hand, but this nigga did that nasty ass clutch floater. Got that shit smacked like a dumbass. You a bad call for pass.
Suns on D, trailing by 10.
Let me out the paint.
Magician, no good. And Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Richardson, cuts the score to single digits. He has 5.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
Magician backs down to Ginobili from downtown. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
For the
They're trying to rally, y'all.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. 6-point game. Duncan. He's against Stoudemire to end the run. And the rebound goes to
What wrong
Nash.
with you, little man? No way you got a rebound over me.
It's hard to make a pin.
No way he got a
pass
rebound
from that
over
far
me.
away. He couldn't get a hold of it.
The Suns trailing. Timeout call, the Suns.
Hey, you better be
Series
clean
atop the
bench.
NBA
Yeah, that's what I
in
thought.
team
Move me to
free
the-
throws. Take a look at
to
the
my
Suns.
position.
They have the highest percentage in the league. Well coached.
This is one of the top free throw shooting teams in the league because they work at it.
They'll do
Believe
it.
me, they spend a lot of time working on their free throw shooting, and it shows up in games. That's why
I don't know why he couldn't grab that like a normal
The
person. Why it had to hit my
will
wrist
keep
like they ain't got
possession.
no
San
IQ.
Antonio
They
is
ain't
just
got no
getting
hands.
everything they
What a
want
time to watch that, bro.
inside.
Points in the
I wouldn't
paint
do
have
it, but
been the
send a
story
screen.
so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team
Put your hands
starts
up, dickhead.
defending with
Why you not helping?
physicality, bodying up without foul.
So it
There's 5% shot, and then there are 100% shots. That's as close as it gets right there.
Magician, Richardson Governor.
Nowhere.
Here's Hill. No good. And
Ain't
the
no
Suns
fucking
taking it the
way.
other They can look forward to the Rockets arena after
What's
this
the point of
matchup
boxing
to take
out,
on
bro?
Houston.
This-
And that'll
oh,
be the
this is
first of a 2-game road trip for him. On defense, San Antonio.
Why is he wide open?
A missed 3.
Tough
Guess
break
nobody
there, Kev. He
respected
found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Here's Magician. Tries to lay it in, but it doesn't go.
What the fuck?
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
Here's Sharp. Off the mark with the 3 ball.
With his shooting ability, he might as well have shot that one from half court. No chance.
Jefferson. Backs
Why?
Jason
Why?
Richardson pulls it in.
Why?
Once he gets it
Why was
inside,
that the
Kevin,
attempt
he's
I
really a
made?
good
Oh,
finisher.
God.
That's a good effort
Have no
defensively to force the
IQ?
miss.
Oh my goodness. My guy played like he retarded.
To Sharp.
Like the moves I'd be expecting to do, I don't do.
Right wing.
But when it's like, oh, you should just do a normal move,
Richardson.
he gonna do some extra
The
shit
shot
that
will
he
not go.
don't need to be
Now
doing.
San
Like,
Antonio
he's
the
so
other way. The biggest lead of the
Somebody
game,
cut.
15 points. Magician inside. McDice, good.
Watching a team shoot this well is fun for some fans watching at home, but it's no picnic for the guy who's coaching the defense. I mean, he's really upset with how his team is not giving the effort at that end of the floor. Simply put, that's just bad defense.
Here's Knight on the inside. Finishes with the soft touch. He's got 5.
He came up big there against the much bigger opponent. Sweet play down low.
Here's
Watch
Magician.
out.
Drains it from short range.
His
Hezzy,
agility
skip
and
through the
soft touch
lane,
really
right hand
paid off
finger
there.
roll.
Not many players could have laid that in.
Bro, like why last time I was coming down the lane, I'm thinking I'm finna do a little right hand finger roll. This nigga do a left hand
Richardson.
double clutch floater.
This
Like,
is
bro,
the buzzer beater.
got that shit smacked like the dumbass
Red hot
move.
offensive.
Yep, we'll see if
He
they
done
can hold
just
this
do a
lead.
regular
The
layup.
clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 30-22.
I know what way I be flipping my analog.
And now
I know
the
what
T-Mobile
controls I'm
halftime
supposed to be
report.
doing.
Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Spurs built their lead on a solid offensive effort.
Yeah, if they continue to score like
Need some more assists.
Hi, fans, and welcome. They're ready to start the second half of this game, so let's get on with the action. Now, here's Nash. To Clark from close range. Pops it in on the layup. 6 points for him.
easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
To the inside. Here's Magician. Manu leads the game in assists.
Turn
Great
around
assist
my
on that
screen.
basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Look at your man.
Here's Nash. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Intercepted by Barbosa. It's
I tried
one-on-one.
it, y'all.
Clark. The two-handed jam.
What improvisation. He turns every dunk into something special.
And so here is San Antonio. 6-point game.
Come get cooked.
Magician defended by Nash. Stoudemire gets the defensive 3-second call. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. You take a look at Amari Stoudemire. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out. And, of course, Tim Duncan. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
Those who
That's
shoot
what's
high
up.
percentages usually take good shots, and that's exactly what he does. He only takes the
Get
shots
your boy
that he
back
feels
on
like he
court.
can make. And more times than not, he makes a high percentage of them.
I heard the pass.
On defense, the Suns, they trail by 7.
Did y'all call timeout and put me back on the court? 'Cause it don't look like the number.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Gooden. They will this
Good
one
word.
goaltender. Count the shot. And fans, look out for next Tuesday and the Philadelphia 76ers as the Miami Heat will roll into town. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock Eastern.
They're a lot of fun to watch right now.
You're right. Ooh, they better hustle.
Had that ass clamped up.
Here's Nash in close. Lays it right in.
Yeah. I had looked at my phone. I looked back. I was running all in the stands.
That's good shooting to jumpstart him here.
Pay attention, y'all. Hold on. Get off me, nigga.
Manu
I'm getting hot.
kept alive
Good read.
to the wing. Dumps it off
Shoot that shit.
to Gooden from close range. Graceful finish.
now I need some
Nice
assists.
bucket by the 9th-year veteran out of Kansas.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
That was a score.
Barbosa lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. And they've got it to within 7.
Boy, these guys just aren't missing. They continue to knock down their shots here to start the third.
Come on, mismatch.
with the ball.
Pussy. You like way taller than him.
Here's Ginobili.
Bitch.
Trains it for 3. They lead 40-30.
Kevin, when you're defending a great shooter like that, you got to smell his breath. You got to be right on top of him.
And the Suns call time. A different group set to go for the Suns.
Listen, put me back on the court.
On defense, San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game. And Phoenix has possession. 6-point game. Here's Magician from short range. And the rebound goes
Back
to
that they let this
Lopez.
bum ass nigga get back in
And
front
here
of
we
me.
go with Steve Nash. 6
Show
points
us
for
how
him.
slow I am.
Barbosa sinks it from about 9 feet out.
The intensity level is really picked up here in the second half.
He want those
And
niggas
so
back.
here is San Antonio. Here's Magician. Can't get the buzzer beater. We've reached the end of the third, and it's been an exciting game. The score, 42-38. Magician has played his heart out. 16
Don't I always
points
put
and
my
3
heart on the
assists.
line?
Yeah, not flashy numbers, but his presence has definitely been felt out there. It's the little things, Kevin. He's getting them done.
Fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game.
Are you not entertained? The fuck? Why am I at the
3 quarters have been played, but the outcome remains undecided. Welcome everyone to the start of the fourth quarter.
Perfect bit of ball.
Ginobili with the ball, averaging 9 points per contest. Hands it off. Low block. Screen by Duncan. Knocks down the trifecta.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
To Nash. Stolen away. San Antonio
All the
leading.
way.
Here's Francis. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Wow. It's been all offense all game. Everybody's got the hot hand.
Nash. Stoudemire inside. Jefferson on him. Five on the shot clock. Jennings. No good. Well, the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Magician. Connects from in close. They now lead by 11. Now here's Nash. 6 points for him. Stoudemire, the screen to Clark. Here's
Yeah, bitch,
Jennings,
don't do that.
laid in
Look at him,
softly off
spare
the glass.
ass. Knew that shit was
easy
gonna get
lay in
smacked
there.
up.
The D
Up on the
cannot
top
allow
of his
that to
aim
happen.
cap. Watch out.
And it's the Spurs with the ball.
I'm
With a
free.
9-point lead. Magician nails it from close range. 20 points for him.
Hey,
He's not
if
normally
I
a
could
prolific
just
scorer,
know,
but
body
he's
to
giving
body,
them a
skin to
big lift in
skin.
this
He's like contact. Stop playing
On
with
the
me.
low block.
That's a
Buries the short range
gun.
jumper.
Inside, outside, Kevin. I love it.
Give
Threw
me
the
a
D
couple
in
years.
and then kicked it out to the open man.
And it's the Spurs lead. 9-point game.
Watch out, nigga.
Here's Magician. Amari
We gotta
Stoudemire
finish
with
them.
the
We gotta
rebound.
finish
That was a
them.
judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
It was a pretty good
Barbosa
look. That was
lays
wild.
it right in. And they got it to within 7.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
And here comes Ginobili. 7 points in the game.
Get your damn hands on me.
Magician
Hook them.
gets in close.
Hook
Gets
them.
the lay-in.
Without a recipe,
He's
man.
got 22.
No one
just,
really
you know what I'm
contested
saying,
him at the
throwing shit in
basket
the
that
pot,
time,
you know what I'm
Kevin.
saying?
He's
Just
just too
you know what I'm
good
saying?
in
Let
there
it
to
simmer.
leave the door
Let that
open.
simmer for a bit.
Now
You gonna let
Stoudemire.
that simmer is what
He's
I'm
got
telling
8.
you.
A 3. Dasher's shot is in.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Man. Come on, little man.
Magician. Magician is called for the
Bitch
charge.
ass nigga
That's his
flop,
first
man.
foul of the game.
That bitch ass
played
nigga
that one
flop.
beautiful.
Man.
Textbook.
Ain't no way. We skipped through the
The ball handler was headed, got there first, and set his feet. Outstanding defensive play.
The Suns will take a timeout. They're down by 6. 1:56 left to the fourth.
Your hands up,
Send it
Jefferson.
over to our Hall of Famer, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl.
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
To speak with the head coach of the
All the way,
Suns.
all the way.
He
Somebody
told
get in
the
front of
team
me.
That he wants them taking more
Oh,
shots
what's
and
up?
be on the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't
Of course, that's right.
Terrific sequence that time. Quick hands for the steal, and they streak out for the fast break finish.
Francis down low. Duncan backs down. From inside, and Barbosa pulls it
Long
down.
we get
He
to
hasn't really done
rebound.
much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Barbosa with it. He's got 6. It's lit from deep.
My goodness, Kevin, their offense has really caught fire. And if this keeps up, they won't be behind for long.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its
Yeah, I'm
highest,
stupid.
with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
The Suns call timeout here and take their last 22nd timeout. They're losing by 3.
Turn around, dumbass.
In the game.
Turn around.
Stoudemire is such a great scorer for this team, and he's made a reputation on being able to make big shots late in games. So I got to think they're coming to him for this play.
Here's Jennings, kisses it off the glass and in.
Huge bucket. Man, what a game.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Phoenix. Less than 1 minute left. Francis. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
Boy, they've really been scrapping for rebounds in this one. Neither club really dominating the other.
Big possession, the crowd on the edge of their seats. And so here is San Antonio. They trail by 1. Here's Magician.
Hell out of my way. The fuck out of
He is
my
on
way,
part of
man.
the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Now here's Nash. He's got 11.
Come on, Tim. Guard your man.
You're right about the guard fight, Buck. You can tell that both teams really want this one.
Yeah, without question. And with it being as close as it is right now, a hard-fought game, you expect this intensity to keep up.
Coach Popovich wants a timeout. They're behind by 1. 20 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
You can really use a basket right here. There's still plenty of time left on the clock. Just run your play, execute, find your shot, and drain it.
The Suns will call a full timeout. They trail by 1. 17 seconds left in the game. Clark, what's your take?
Stoudemire has been sizzling. You'd like to see him get the ball out of this timeout.
Now here's Nash. Turnover by
Let's
the
go. Force that
Tried to
bitch
shoot
ass
on
nigga
along the
out
sideline, but he stepped out
bounds.
of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Out of bounds.
Well, here comes Joe. 7 points in the game. The Suns will go for the intentional foul. They still got to foul them a second time to get into the penalty and send them to the stripe.
They needed to take that foul to stop the clock. That clock is not their friend at this stage of the game.
The Suns commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game.
That's exactly what they need to do to stretch out this game. Smart foul there.
Seeks the first one, and that'll put him up by 2. Crawford
Wrap him up.
It's a 3-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of the charity stripe here. Stretching that margin to 3. To tie it up, they need a 3.
Here's
Ain't no way.
Jennings to force OT. Oh, can't bury the shot to send it to OT. The Spurs with a thrilling victory as they defeat the Suns 61-58. Magician is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Amazing offensive output, scoring nearly half his team's points. He was hard to stop once he got it going.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and
All
me,
right,
Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.
$14 for 24. That's not bad. Missed 1, 3. 3 turnovers. That's our biggest problem. Is our turnovers. I mean, our field goal percentage is never something to desire, but I care less about field goal percentage and more about my turnover rate. You know what I'm saying? I care more about keeping possession and missing shots than not getting a shot attempt because I lost the possession. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It does, but you know, some people are stupid, but I don't think nobody that's watching me is stupid. It's not what I'm saying.
Ah, hilarious. Let's get to this next game, y'all.
And now it's time for the Sprite Ice Cold Keys to the game. Clark, right now let's take a look at the Spurs. What will be the key for
Oh man,
them?
didn't we just bust their
How
ass
well
the other
can
day?
they disrupt Kevin Durant's game? That's what they have to be thinking about. He's a dead-eye marksman.
Come on
with
now,
long range.
witness me.
Deep range.
Hey,
I call it
loyal
in the
bad
gym
guys,
range.
the tea
Clark, how
bags,
about Oklahoma City?
the
What's the key
Buccaneers,
for
the
them?
bag
Well, their
of
focus
done.
has to be on Tim Duncan.
The
He's got the
very
top field goal percentage in the
done,
league, and for good
done.
reason. He's a terrific finisher around the basket. Uses both hands effectively and understands how to take
Hey,
advantage
bro,
of
pass
angles.
the ball up the court.
And here is Jefferson following the Thunder miss. To number 7.
What are y'all doing? Who's this? Young Wrestle?
Duncan. Gallenberg's
Get your
there.
damn hands up.
Over Gallenberg. No
A
good.
rebound.
And the Thunder go the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Stop them.
So often, you sometimes want to discount early fouls, but anytime you can get fouls drawn early on key players, that can make an enormous difference down the stretch. And they did a good job of that.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. James Harden picking up that last basket. Jefferson. Also Westbrook with the rebound.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one.
Here's Westbrook.
God damn it.
Gently drops it in.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Why you didn't shoot?
To number 7.
Scary
Gets in
ass.
close. Finishes with the soft touch.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused
You
there.
a bat, still a 10.
Left corner. Here's Durant. Drains it from the corner.
Boy, he's really special. The defense has to account for him at all times.
On defense, Oklahoma City.
Uh-oh.
Magician. It's a
Witness
little
me.
short, but gets the friendly roll. He's got
T-bags,
6.
y'all gotta
That's exactly
know,
where the
y'all gotta
coach
know.
wants him to get his shot, Kevin. Right there from mid-range.
Y'all fucking know that I'm the main character.
Here's Green. And the rebound
Bitch,
goes
that's
to
my
Duncan.
rebound. What you
That was a
doing?
judgment call. He took a
My
quick shot
stats.
there, but I thought
Why
it
you
was a
stop
pretty
running?
good look.
Screen by
Why you
Duncan.
didn't use my screen? Come on. Little man can't guard me down low.
Here's Ginobili. Can't get it to go. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning. Maybe a
I got a
handful
good
of
thing to
games
say about
at
it.
that, relying solely on their offense.
And here's Durant. 25 points last game. With
man.
1 on the clock. Kept alive.
What the fuck?
Duncan on him. With the clock winding down. And
Y'all
Durant
can-
gets it to go.
Nice big momentum builders, those second chance points.
Magician.
Come on now. Get your little ass off of me. What
8
I say,
points
bro?
for him.
You littler
That's a
than
nice
me.
double clutch
You
move there
littler
on the
than me.
layup.
You not stopping me, man.
The steal.
Instead of
The
court.
Spurs with a chance to
God.
retake the lead.
I forgot who I was passing to. Not catch on my own.
And here's Duncan, headed by Green. And Jefferson gets it to go. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Oklahoma City. They're in control of the
Oh,
number
yeah.
one
They want me
seed,
to guard
looking
that
finish out
young
the
Kevin
season
Durant,
strong.
huh?
And of course the Spurs, way down below.
Always
Bro,
a
shut
challenge
up,
when you're in
bro.
the midst of a second
about to
game of a
bust this nigga
back-to-back, but you
ass.
got to find a way to get your energy up, get your rest first, and then bring your energy to the court.
Here's Westbrook in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. In close. It's hauled in by
Good shit,
Ginobili.
Nobly.
San Antonio leading. Here's Duncan. It's in. Here's Tinsley, averaging 8 points a game. And it heads out of bounds. Last touch by the Spurs. A chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. Well, you look at
It's
Duncan,
me. It's all
leading the
me,
league
bro.
in field
I
goal
feel all the
percentage. He
stats.
always gets good looks.
Field goal percentage is always a function of the kinds of shots you take. And this guy here, I tell you what, not only does he make a high percentage of his shots, but he takes
Let's go.
good shots on the
Hold
regular
on,
basis.
lie.
The Thunder with the last touch.
What I say, bro? The greatest to ever do it. Got possession immediately. Respect
it's
my
the Spurs
crippin' and give me the ball.
They lead by 4. They come into this having outplayed
Just because we in
Phoenix
this,
the last game.
this Thunderdome.
So many times, it's not what your team accomplished.
Watch out, nigga. Watch out,
What the
nigga.
other guys
Nigga,
did.
we in it.
They took advantage of a poor offensive outing, playing well enough themselves to come out on top.
And here are the Thunder now. After the basket by San Antonio.
Reaching in. Nobody's worried about that. Yeah, meet me in
Here's
the paint.
Durant. And they call goaltender. They'll give him a bump. Some changes for the Thunder.
Just hurry up and give me the ball. Oh, I'm not sure.
The Spurs have taken the early lead.
Well, they're scoring with ease. They've definitely hit the ground running. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And we ended it. And here we go, ready for some more good action in the second quarter.
I ain't going back though. Once I get to next season,
And here are the Thunder now,
retire for a little
trailing by 4.
The other games I need.
And here's what's coming up next Monday. We'll see
I'm
Devin
ready to get
Harris
this season
and the
over
New
with, so
Jersey
I'm like,
Nets
look, you dedicated.
as the New Orleans Hornets roll into town. That'll tip off at 1 o'clock Eastern time.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. Magician.
Use me.
A piece of it.
No way!
By
No way! This little man stood me up.
Oklahoma City
He
Thunder.
Lillarded me. Oh my God!
Green backs in.
Don't do it.
Here's Harden. Claims it from just inside the three-point line.
They always
Sweet touch by the
I
two-year
went from
man
a
out of
B
Arizona
back to a
State.
C.
And here
All
is
in
Hill.
5 transitions, 4 possessions.
It's stolen by Kistich. And here comes Tinsley. Outright to Tinsley. From downtown.
Hell no.
And the basket good.
My momentum.
That's really
Don't show
not
that
his
bitch
range.
ass nigga because we
Even though he bagged the
get
three,
wild.
I figure they'll still let him shoot though.
And here is Hill.
They had to let some no nigga
Here's Person.
tiny 10, tiny
goes in.
Tinsley
Here's Tinsley.
try to come and humble
Wow,
me.
3.5
I'm not
minutes
going
left
for
in the
it.
half.
Nah, buddy. I'm still.
Tinsley kept
That
alive.
Steve.
Here's
that George
Dunleavy.
Hill.
It's good. Nice offensive rebound.
But he just got
Again, they
popped up.
retake the lead. Incredible momentum swing.
Give me the ball, George.
Neither team wants to give an inch.
Hill
What is y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing?
turns it over. We have a moment to check out the results from yesterday's games. It was success for the Spurs on the road as the
It
Suns
wasn't my
lose in
fault.
Phoenix.
I didn't have anything to do with
Timberwolves
that.
pick up a road win.
Why am I
Blazers
on the
dropping
bench?
that one. It was success for the Celtics on.
Bullshit. Turn around. Turn around. Let's go!
Cut off
You can't?
by Magician.
You
All the
have
way,
to play
Nobly?
smart with the ball in your hand.
You bitch!
Gooden, D'Alembert covering. Throws it up. Connects from
Let's
14
go!
feet out. And we're all tied up at 23.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
Here's Westbrook. He had 27 points last game. Here's Durant. Yes, from downtown. He's got 13.
Well, that was a nice start. After having a good first quarter, he's showing us more of the same here.
And a look at next Thursday.
Oh,
It'll be
God.
Kevin Garnett and the
Somebody
Boston
says
Celtics. They'll be
this
playing
nigga
host to the
catch.
visiting Los Angeles Lakers. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
They're a lot of fun to watch right now.
You're right. And here are the Thundermen following the bucket by the Spurs. Harden.
Bro, why you didn't
buries the
step up?
short
That
range
was gas
jumper.
pro hard.
Nice speed. That's the way to keep the ball moving.
San Antonio trailing here. Magician, he's covered by Westbrook. Here's Jefferson, laid in softly off the glass.
Nice speed inside. Sets his teammate up for the easy deuce.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. You look at the Thunder, fourth in the league. Clutch went at the line.
When it comes to free throw shooting, this team is one of the very best we have in the league. And quite simply, folks, it comes down to this. They've got outstanding shooters, plain and simple. There's no magic to it. They've got excellent shooters, and they knock down their free throws.
And here's Durant. Jefferson is right there.
This guy is perfect from the field in the court. They need to keep finding ways to get him the ball.
Here's Magician. And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
I think I can change the screen so quick. I'm assuming I missed.
He knocks down the first one. Gets them both. The Thunder with the lead.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Do it.
Durant from short range. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Jefferson. Good for the three-point play. And so here is San Antonio. Ginobili with the ball. The three. Can't get the buzzer beater.
The Thunder have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot. And that concludes
talking
the
about
first
me?
half.
We don't
The
wanna
score,
hear
33-29. And now the T-Mobile halftime report.
Fuck him.
The start of the
Talk about
second half
me.
about to get
Talk
underway.
about
It's been
me.
a great game so far. A lot of action up and down the floor. This second half promises to be the same. Here comes Westbrook, averaging 18 points a game.
I wasn't even reaching that time.
Here's Dallenberg, connects on his first attempt. Nice
it
bucket by the
twice.
10th-year veteran.
And it
out of
worked
Seton Hall.
twice.
And it's
Be
the
embarrassing.
Spurs with the ball. 6-point game. The steal by
Oh my
Westbrook.
God.
Now the Thunder with it. 6-point game.
We're gonna
Great
lose.
team leads to
Nobody wants to
easy
see this.
offense.
Fuck him. Didn't I
And
already
it's
say
the
that?
Spurs with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Magician to the low block. Here's Duncan, a 10-footer, and that one's good. He has 6.
That's exactly what coaches love to see on offense. High percentage shots.
To Dallenberg, intercepted. And here comes Ginobili, averaging 9 points per contest. Magician
Go, witness
finished
me. It's
off
not
the
over
break.
to that fat lady singer.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
And here is Durant. Jefferson is right there. Fires from 14. No good from Durant. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. To Gooden. Inside. Graceful finish.
They have clearly come out here with something to prove.
Here comes Westbrook. Durant. Jefferson on him.
Get out my damn way.
Here's Dallenberg. It's good. They increase their lead to 4.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart him here.
Definitely shoot that.
To Gooden. Here's Duncan. Makes it from 18 feet out. 8 points for him.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Ginobili with the ball. Right wing. Green backs down. Westbrook down low. Connects from in close.
That makes it 4 for 5 to start the third. Really coming out of halftime looking to get a big jump on the opponent.
And so here is San Antonio. They've trailed by as many as 8 points. Five on the shot clock. Good. The shot is off, and the Thunder go the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the last of 3 straight home for the team. And Durant gets it to go.
That's a good example of excellent
Moving at my
communication.
speed.
A nice lead pass led his teammate right to the rim for the basket.
And here's Duncan. He's got 8.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Well, you'll tune in tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. It'll be Carmelo Anthony and the Denver Nuggets. They'll be playing host to the visiting Orlando Magic. The action is set to get started at 7 o'clock Eastern
Come on,
Time.
little man.
You can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. Here's Ginobili. Takes a 3.
Let's go. Witness me.
Got an open
Make
look out there
vision.
in transition
Know
and
what I'm
did not
saying?
hesitate. That's a nice shot.
The Thunder still holding on to a small lead.
It's anyone's game right now, partner. Every possession is critical.
Here's Tinsley. To Durant. Outside runner. Buries the runner. 24 points for him.
Fuck his 24
Really been
points.
efficient in the quarter so far. I love the way he's looking for his offense.
Stripped away by Tinsley.
Bro was not stripped away. I did an ugly ass dribble move I've never seen before.
Durant
And lost the
wasn't
ball.
watching the line.
Thank
That's
you.
going to be an overhead. And here's the
Never done
upcoming
that, you guys.
schedule for the Thunder. They match up against the New Jersey Nets. They hit the road with that. The first
Clearly
of a
scamming
5-game
us.
run. Ginobili with the ball. Duncan on the paint. Gets the lay-in. He's got 12.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Tinsley. Tipped.
And that's his second turnover in this quarter alone.
Here's Ginobili. Drops it in from
God
beyond
damn,
the
nobody
arc.
taking over,
Time
y'all.
called here. The Thunder decide to talk it
Witness
over.
him, stupid ass. No, not them. It's my team.
Thunder changing it up.
Oh, no, put me back on the court.
Here's Tinsley. 29 seconds left in the third quarter.
See? So I can't not be on the court.
And here are the Thunder now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. It's a tough time.
Let's go.
Yeah, he really has, Kevin. I mean, he just needs to make the smart passes and keep things simple. When you're struggling, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He just has to back off of it a little bit. And then he's got
That
to
was a
make sure
steal.
he's keeping the ball between himself and the defender.
Westbrook. That's good.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
Magician, Tinsley covering. The turnaround Jay.
Oh my God.
So Oklahoma
Drop that
City will
shit.
take it the other way. Ooh, they better
How the
hustle.
fuck he run past me?
Right wing. Here's Harden. Hits back rim and out.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open. But he may
Why the
have
fuck y'all
rushed
making me
it
turn
just a little
around?
bit.
Magician. It's good.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Let's let's quickly go down to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Greg Popovich just moments ago.
Hey, Kev, watch in the post or he thinks they can take advantage down there. You see these guys?
Okay, thanks, Cheryl. Here's Westbrook. He's got 9. And it's the Spurs with the ball. They trailed by as many as 8 points. Here's Magician. Inside. Puts it in for 2.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Here's Westbrook. Durant backs him down. Harden nails the easy jumper. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Duncan. Drains the easy jumper.
He's showing some signs of life here in the second after having a very forgettable first half.
The Thunder call over a 20-second timeout. They're up by 1. 1:35 after the fourth. Here's Westbrook.
David got screen out of here.
Harden from
No
close
way.
range. Lays it right in.
He's done a really
That's just
nice
so
job of maintaining focus, staying sharp, and providing his team with offense.
On defense, Oklahoma City. 3-point lead.
Come on, Steven.
Inside. Also
Fucking
Westbrook
loser,
with the
bro.
rebound.
Well, it's obvious they've definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pump.
Let's go.
And so here is San Antonio. Harden missing his last shot. And those rebounds, Clark, are talking about the creating opportunities for them. It's still a close game.
Yeah, it sure is, Kevin. That's right. It is a close game. This game is a lot closer than it should be, but I still think they need to step it up on the offensive end of the floor.
And here are the Thunder now after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. To Durant. Here's Westbrook. Cannot hit. The Spurs will take it the other way. Magician gets the
Come on now.
shot.
Easy work.
Big
Niggas be
time
taking the lead.
basket in the clutch, Kevin.
They're losing by 1. 17 seconds left in the game. Clark, what are your thoughts?
They could really use a basket right here. There's still plenty of time left on the clock. Just run your play, execute, find your shot, and drain.
Here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far.
No baskets, man.
To the wing. Here's Harden. Knocks down the open jump. The Spurs will call a full timeout. They're down by 1.
I was gonna go
7
help the
seconds
niggas. I
left
started
in the
having
fourth.
to go
Clark, what do you think?
And I'm like,
Jefferson is such a great scorer for this team, and he's made a reputation on being able to make big shots late in games. So I gotta think they're coming.
Oh,
in
and I
here.
choked.
Duncan.
Let's go, Timmy!
Reverse win.
Kevin, this has really been a competitive, fun
Fucking
game.
let's go,
Shot
Tim.
is up. The Spurs win the nail biter as they defeat Oklahoma City 61-60.
Let's go, bro. Told y'all.
For his steady
Watch
play,
out. The other
Magician
day,
has
y'all
earned his
up the
place
game.
as the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
Well, Kevin, the name of the game is
Yeah,
still
might get an
scoring,
A+ is
and
that
anytime you score that many points, you're
A
giving a
win is
big
a
boost
win,
to your
y'all. We
team.
excited about that. We thought we choked it. I mean, we did choke, but Tim came in clutch with his save. Oh my God! I thought I fumbled. Fumbled at the goal line. Picked that motherfucker up, didn't he?
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
Clap it up for me. That was the good one. 9 for 12. I did that in 9 and 12. They did say I have a high percentage. I was not shooting as much as I thought I was. Damn. 9 for 12 is very impressive for the way I normally play. A 20 ball, 6 assists, 16,
2 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. That shit's the only thing. 2 for 2 for free throws. Yeah, turnovers is my downfall. Fuck him and his 24 points. He did that in 11 and 12 with 1 3. And that and 1 he got. So he had 2 6-point opportunities on the board. 11 and 12, 9 and 12. Like a bozo. All right, we got 2 more games in this. All right. I wanted to look at their record. All right, I'm about to upgrade and then start those next 2 games. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna do defensive low post, and then when I get more, I'm gonna do my steal, defensive rebound, and then block.
Let's check out the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. Clark, right now let's take a look at the Spurs. What will be the key for them?
They need to keep an eye on how Greg Oden is going. He is a ferocious offensive rebounder. So box him out, know where he is.
No,
Don't even worry
bitch.
about rebounding the ball. Get your body on him. Keep him off the glass.
Well, Clark, what about Portland? What should they key on?
Andre Miller, a pure point.
Oh my God, he is so ass.
Also for a guard, he's got an excellent post and mid-range game.
Which I know he
And here
can
are the
catch
Trailblazers.
passes when he's cutting. So the first thing I'm thinking when I saw him cut, I'm like, I know he ain't gonna be able to catch no ooh, but I had to try. Tim, I'm doing the ground.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
One thing you started to see shape up was how well they were shooting from the field. And I think that's always a function of ball movement and shot selection. They are tough to beat when they shoot with that confidence.
And here are the Blazers. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
One of the things that stood out to me and that I really liked in their game was the effort on defense. They did a nice job covering shooters, rotating to guys with the ball. They contained them when they had to, got some big stops, and then they limited the outside shooting game.
Ginobili with the ball, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge.
The defense couldn't close out on the mid-range J, and the shooter made them pay.
To Miller. Baxter carries it from 14 feet.
He's not their go-to guy offensively normally, but when his number was called, he rose to the occasion.
And here's Duncan. Aldridge is there. Shoots from the post. Duncan with the bucket.
Speed is only part of the
Selfish.
equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Here's Miller, averaging 13 points a contest. Baxter nails the easy jumper.
Defense was slow to set up there, and as a result, got burned.
Get out my way.
To Gooden. Here's Ginobili. Buries the triple.
Well, it's been a good shooting start to the game. Shooting 75% from the field on their first 4 shots.
Here's Baxter. The shot is off. Well, the Spurs will take it the other way.
What the
Spurs
fuck?
give up possession. Chance now to check
What
out
the
the
fuck was
NBA's
that?
most efficient scorers. Well, you look at Duncan, leading the league in
Oh my
field goal
God.
percentage. He always gets good looks.
Those who shoot high percentages usually take good shots, and that's exactly what he does. He only takes...
And here are the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Magician hits the
Come on
quick
now,
shot.
witness me.
Here's
I
Miller.
deserve to be on the court.
1:43 left in the first.
No problem for that weak ass screen, but it saw it coming a mile away.
Here's Aldridge.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
Can't connect
there
on
goes
the quick
shot
shot.
for shot,
Portland
shot for
trailing
shot.
here. Screen by Scola. Off the pick. Finishes with the soft touch.
Defender couldn't get around the pick, and his help didn't show up in time. Nice play for the layup right there.
Here's Magician. Drops
You know
it
what
in
I'm
on the
saying?
layup. So timeout.
Look, body
called
to
here
body,
in the
skin to
first
skin.
for
That's
Portland.
contact. He got laid up.
It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Taking a look at Portland. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And of course, there's the Spurs. They're down 4 spots from them.
Boy, still looking for their first win against this team. They've got to be extra motivated to try to get off the snide against these guys.
5
And so here is San Antonio.
5 spots down, 4 spots down. Could have sworn we was moving up. You telling me my ranking dropped again?
He's against Oden. Magician from short range. Graceful finish. 6 points for him.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Aldridge down low. Duncan is there. Claims the open jumper.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
San Antonio trailing here. Kick out, right wing to number 7. He's against Miller. Takes the turnaround, Jay. Shot's good.
Way to square up off the quick turnaround. That's textbook, and it's pretty.
And here comes Roy. Baseline jumper. Misses the buzzer beater. The Spurs with the slight lead.
Well, Kevin, what can you say? They played terrific offensively. If I had to point out an area for improvement,
Welcome to the start of the second quarter, and so far it's been a great game, closely contested by both teams. And it's the Spurs with the ball. And looking forward to this Saturday, the Chicago Bulls with the road game. They'll face the Celtics out in Boston. Start time set for 8 o'clock Eastern.
you can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. Drilled in by Gooden. Nice bucket by the 9th-year veteran out of Kansas.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
Aldridge with it. Duncan is there. It's a wide open look, and the basket by Scola.
That's unselfish team basketball right there, Kevin.
San Antonio leading.
What the fuck?
Here comes Miller. It's stolen by Manu. That's his second takeaway of the contest. Jefferson.
Yeah, I did not want to give it to Jordan. I know he was in good position, but let it be 7.
Here's Magician. It's blocked, but they recover it. Here's Jefferson. It's hauled in by Andre Miller. And Portland with the ball. They trail by 1. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And here is Jefferson. Brandon Roy.
Hey.
To go.
The fuck?
Magician from inside. No good. And the Blazers the other way. Here's Roy. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead it with a rack.
They've been trading buckets and trading leads. What outstanding competitors out there.
To Jefferson. Here's Magician. Cranes it from just inside the three-point line. He's got 10.
Kevin, this has really been a competitive, fun game.
Roy inside.
Come on, little man.
Missing.
Looked like he had the angle. That's a
No, he
bad
didn't.
miss
He
that
hit the
close
ball
to the
right.
goal.
Ginobili. Yes! And the foul. It's on Brandon Roy. Trailblazers going with the new group. Ginobili with the ball. No good, and they don't get the three-point play.
Taking me off the court.
A tight game here in Portland. And coming up this Tuesday, it'll be Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat. They'll take on the 76ers at the Wachovia Center. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
We'll see how it plays out. Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
They just be hating.
To Aldridge. Here's Fernandez. Kept alive.
Man, look, dude. Tell him to take my jersey off.
To Baxter.
Who does Jabroni think he is?
Here's Scola. Gets it to the ball. He has 6.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
And here comes Ginobili. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Ginobili.
No,
to
we're supposed to go to
Thompson.
10.
Off the screen. Lays it right in. They're up 25-22. And here comes Roy. He flashed out of
Let's
his
go,
own
dickhead.
corner,
Take my
22.
jersey off.
Roy doesn't
Take that
get
number
with
7
this
off,
position.
bitch.
Gets nailed with
You
the
ain't
backcourt
earned it. You don't
violation.
deserve it. That's my number.
Blazers can thank the bench for their solid
I'm the
play.
main character.
They really are coming up big here.
It has to be nice
Ain't no
having that
jabroni
kind of
wearing my jersey
firepower
but me.
waiting to come in off the bench.
Well, you know the starters love it when they can get a breather and the team doesn't miss a beat. It builds confidence and trust in one another when you get that kind of play.
Oh!
Magician. Oh, barely misses
Hey,
the shot,
no.
but he'll
Hey,
go to the line.
next. Ooh. T-bags. Look at the gather step. Let me rotate the. Look at the gather step. Look at the way I gather my steps. Look at the way I gallop. Oh, beautifully like a horse. Watch this. Well, this angle kind of sucks. You zoom out a little bit. Gather, jump, windmill. Boy, hey, T-bags. If I had the ability to dunk, y'all seen it, bro, time and time again. My nigga want to rise up because at heart, he know who I am. Deep down in my soul, I'm trying to run to that rack, attack. I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Gather. Look at where I'm leaping from. Hey, what's his name? Soka? Scola? What? I don't know your name, but I know you was finna get bodied. Had I have
They get Luis Scola.
Tough interior defense
Scola,
means
that's
not
what it is.
allowing easy
Bro,
baskets.
I'm telling you,
Good
dude,
foul.
if I had the ability, bro, because he have the heart, bro. He got the potential. He just don't have the numbers and the attributes. You know what I'm saying? In that specific column, it's like a 20, bro. It's like a 24. I'm not dunking on nothing.
And he splits the free throw.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a 2-possession lead.
but he wants to so bad. I think he want to do it more than I do.
Screen by Score. Connects. He's got 8.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Ain't gonna
So
lie.
here is
I
San
think I'm gonna
Antonio.
focus on.
Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that will be the first game of 5
Come on,
straight at
man.
home.
Boy, you gotta love the way he gets himself
Hey,
to the rack.
once I finish upgrading my defense, and then I
lay
go
it
to
in.
my
Now here's
physical,
Score.
my mental,
He's
and
got
I get
8.
back to my offense, bro. I think that's what I'm
Here's
gonna do
Miller.
first. I said I was gonna do my
Nails.
handles and whatnot.
You can't allow him to
I'm
establish
pretty
deep
sure I'm gonna do
position
my
like
dunk,
that.
bro.
Once he gets it in
Buddy-
that close, he's
Buddy
almost
trying to get some
unstoppable.
contact. But he wants some
Here's
highlights.
Magician. Scola with the
Damn.
rebound.
Well, it's
So-
obvious they've definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pump.
San Antonio on D. Roy doesn't tie it up.
Take my jersey
And
off.
those rebounds, Clark, you're talking about the creating opportunities for
Crossed
them.
him.
It's still a close game.
Yeah, it sure is, Kevin. That's
God
right. It is a
damn,
close
I need
game.
some stamina.
This game is a lot
Put me on the
closer
bench.
than it should be, but I still think they need to step it up on the offensive end of the floor.
No.
And the basket by Scola.
That's a good example of excellent communication. The nice lead pass led his teammate right to the rim for the basket.
Whoa. I heard it hit,
Fast-paced
but
game,
ain't-
Kevin.
Yeah, both
ain't
teams
know
are
how good
lighting
it
up the
is.
scoreboard.
That wasn't bad.
It's the end of the first half. The score's
But I also
tied
didn't
at
really
28.
Yes.
Let's go to the
fast as
T-Mobile
fuck. The second I
halftime
turned around,
report.
it was over with.
Start of the third quarter here. We've got a close one for you. Glad you could join us as we get underway. Ginobili with the ball. He's got 5. To the paint.
Oh my
Here's
God.
Jefferson. The shot is off. And the Trailblazers going now the other way. Tipped.
Might need to get my pass in as well while I focus when I do get back to my offense.
Here's Roy.
Don't upgrade.
Can't take the
Maybe my
lead.
passes.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
But nah, some
And
people just be
Jefferson
cheating,
gets it to
bro.
go.
I swear.
Here's Roy.
I get the
Right
same
now
pass
averaging
every time.
27 points a game.
I mean, depending on angles and positions, you know. But for the most part,
Tries to drop it in,
Good
but
shit.
it won't go. San Antonio leading.
get your damn hands up here.
Here's Duncan. Cannot hit. And the Blazers the other way. The break is on. Here's Roy.
No way.
Bounced off back iron and in. 6 points for him.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Magician gets in close.
Come on.
Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Andre Miller.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
He knocks down the first one. Hill is in at the point.
Show me some love.
Gets them both. Here's Miller. He's got 6. Here's Fernandez.
Great vision on this play there. The pass led him
I didn't ask
perfectly
for
to
it.
the basket. That's how you do it.
We've got a tie ball game on our hands.
What?
Here's Magician. Got a piece of
What
it,
the fuck was
and
that? Why did I
recovers
slow
the ball.
down?
Terrific D by Odin.
It's like I glitched for a second. Like I wasn't holding sprint and I wasn't
On the wing,
walking.
Here are the Spurs with
At
the ball.
maximum
Hill
speed, like,
inside.
I was super
Finishes with the
consistent.
soft touch. They take a 2-point lead.
Beautiful pass there to find this man streaking up court.
For the
A monster throwdown. Wow. Boom. Fantastic pass to set the alley-oop jam up there. You gotta love that.
Magician, he's covered by Roy. The dump off to number 7. Cannot hit. And the Trailblazers going now the other way. To Miller. Here's Fernandez. Does not get the go-ahead bucket.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Here's Magician. Nails it from close range. He's got 19.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Now let's check out some scores from yesterday's
You better not
action.
be
Played by
bitch.
the
I knew it,
Cavaliers
bro.
at the
Put
Quicken
back on the
Loans
fucking
Arena
court, bro.
as the Milwaukee Bucks leads.
Cannot
It's a
lose
road
this
win for
little
the
bit
Chicago
of
Bulls.
See?
And here are the Trailblazers. The lead is 2.
I gotta stop reaching in. Oh my God. I
Aldridge.
get cooked every time I reach. And I don't even think that's a real person. I just got cooked by a no name.
Now here's Scola. No doubts. Well, it's been an
niggas too
exciting
hot
game as we
down there.
finish the third. The score is still close, 44-42. Brandon.
Don't show him.
Here's Miller. He's got 6. Miller hits the elbow jumper.
Kevin, this has been a terrific matchup. Both teams are giving as good as they get.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Ginobili.
Why?
Kept alive. Right wing. To Duncan. He's against Oden.
Bro, it's not my fault these niggas keep
6
crowding the
seconds to
paint.
shoot.
Fucking cowards.
Here's Duncan. Rebound by Brandon Roy.
That's really not the kind of performance that his team needs from him here in this quarter.
Baxter. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
The defense is looking to give him that one every time. Just not a good mid-range jump shooter.
Get your fucking hands up, please.
To Francis from about 19 feet.
This
Can't
immediate
get it to
double
go.
team is
And
pissing
the
me
Blazers
off.
the other way. Here's Baxter. Buries it.
These gloves have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
And so here is San Antonio. They trail by 6. Here's Magician. Can't hit on the arc.
Can't fault that shot since he was wide open. But he
You
really
can't fault
worked it
because I'm
just
wide
a little
open. What the
bit.
fuck? That's exactly my fault. Bro, what are you talking about?
Good for the three-point
Now they
play.
running away with the lead.
Good job
bro.
getting to the line here in this half.
Them.
And I think
Fuck
that speaks a
them.
lot to this team's fortitude. They were determined to get that ball inside and draw fouls.
And so here is San Antonio.
I gotta get
Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. 2:54 left in the game.
Flooding the paint. Ain't nobody on my team super. Niggas need to cut to the basket.
Miller. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have
Bro!
when one of your main guys is
That's so
struggling.
stupid.
On defense, Portland.
Take your look, coward.
A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Here's Roy. Count the baseline jam. Nice shot by the fifth-year veteran out of Washington.
It's like we be in rhythm and then all of a sudden niggas act like they don't know how to ball no more.
Myers from 14. That's good.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Here's Roy. He's got 13. Baxter. It's in for 3.
Fourth quarter with a double-digit
Is
lead.
this?
Doesn't
Is
get
he
much
been a
better
real
than
person?
that.
Let's quickly go down to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Greg Popovich just moments ago.
This game is late.
Thank God. He told the team that he wants to take more shots from beyond the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't be tentative. Just give them
I'm sick of them saying every call on call.
Thanks, Cheryl.
It's not my fault. These niggas is standing
It's a
5
3-point
deep on
game.
one side of the court. Bro, that shit is dumb. And the second I cut, everybody go over there too. Like, bro, that's
Lays
stupid.
it in.
Stay your ass
Time
on one
to lead into the
side.
rack.
How the fuck
And
am I
it's the
supposed to move
Spurs
around
with
if
the
everybody's
ball.
standing in
Down
one
by
spot?
12.
Like, look, bro, how is it the niggas on this side of the court?
Ginobili up top. Uncovered, and that one's good. And you're right, their ability to get the rebound, a big help here.
Always a big help, and because of that effort, they're going to win going away.
Here's Miller. 8 points for him.
Can't get no steal, bro. This game is fake.
Here's Baxter.
The fuck I gotta
Kept
steal,
alive.
bro. I can't even get a rebound.
Bucket off the offensive rebound.
Healthy lead, and with smart play the rest of the way, they should be able to win this one.
Over this fucking team. My team is so ass.
Here's Magician. Gently drops it in.
It's not my fault, bro.
He's got
I'm
21.
not the problem.
He's been
I'm
extremely
never the
active
problem.
out there,
I will
and he
never
has
be
the
the
stats to
problem,
prove it. Terrific
I don't
hustle.
fit
Here's Miller.
in bullshit. I will exclude myself.
The handoff to Baxter. In close. Scooped up. Here's Miller. Offline, and they are ice cold.
Under a minute to go, and the game is all but over.
Nice shot by Ginobili.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
The Blazers have this one well in hand, especially looking at the clock. Magician is whistled for reaching in.
I mean, that 70 ball still ain't worth a damn.
Here's Miller. From the paint, Roy gets the bucket.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this
Especially-
game is
bro,
essentially
what?
done.
I'm just trying to skip the
And so
scene,
here's
bro.
San
I'm not trying to
Antonio.
call for pass. But now when I do it, it's not, bro, like, see, that's what I don't understand. How is everything I do something negative?
Magician. The Blazers walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Spurs.
Whoever the devs that made
62
this
to
game,
52.
bro, y'all some
For a
pieces
solid
of shit. I
performance.
just want y'all to know that. Y'all made this game way
Well,
harder
that's
than
it
it
for
needed
us.
to be.
On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball.
9 for 19, bro. 0 for 2. 21 points. Like, that's what I be talking about. Like, bro, like, what the fuck? Last game was just, 9 for 12 with 20. Then ain't nobody else get 10 points. That's my biggest problem, I would say, out of everything. Don't nobody on my team consistently get 10 points. I don't count. Like, Ginobili and Tim Duncan, these are 80 rated players. Why are they not getting consistently 10 points? Like, I understand we playing 5-minute quarters and I take a lot of shots, but even the games when I don't take a lot of shots, these niggas still barely, you know what I'm saying, get 10 points. Like, that shit is crazy. I don't understand the tendencies of my team. Like, everybody is pass first. There's no, who do the plays run through? Tony Parker, the guy that's not on the team no more. He was the main feed. Like, he was the main one scoring, but he's the point guard. So you would assume Ginobili and Tim Duncan is getting the more points. You know what I'm saying? But either way, we got one more game, right? Before I get some upgrades. And when I looked at their record, I mean, not their record, they overall, I want to say they was an 81. Damn, they should just went down. They're 79 now. They was just an 80 the last time I checked. But it was like an 81. And I'm like, damn, 81 versus 81? We probably cooked. We better not lose to the team that overall just went down.
And let's check out the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. Clark, let's take a look at the Grizzlies for a second. What's the key for them?
I think the whole team has to be on the same page when you're facing a player like Manu Ginobili. With great hands and a unique gift for reading plays, he's one of the league's most devastating ball hawks. He's able to defend that well and hit steals because his position with his feet is always
everybody on my team
excellent.
averaging 10
And
points
as for
but
San
me.
Antonio, Clark, how
That
about
shit
them?
is
What do you think will be the
outrageous.
key for them?
You know what, Kevin? They don't want to allow a big game from O.J. Mayo. He has to be accounted for. He's a dead-eye marksman from long range. Deep range. I call it in the gym range.
It ought to be a compelling game to watch. Thanks, Clark. And here is Mayo following the bucket by the
How the
Spurs.
fuck I get caught on that screen?
Gasol backs in, gets in close, finishes with the soft touch.
You know what, Kevin? When you consider what O.J. Mayo has been able to show early in his career, this guy has tremendous confidence and shot-making ability. He's going to be special.
And so here is San Antonio. To number 7, nails it from close range.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
On defense, San Antonio. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You know, we watched what they did, or rather did not do. I mean, the flimsy Swiss cheese defense can't be expected to hold up. You got to show more moxie and resistance than that.
Here's Conley. In the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely not himself. I think we're all a little puzzled by that three-point shot attempt by Arthur. Magician, 18 feet away, kept alive. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Here's Magician, gets another chance. Converts it.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 4-point game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
They really didn't come out with the winning attitude. I mean, you got to bring the eye of a tiger. It's a bit difficult when you lose considering how weak they played. They still almost had a chance to win.
And it's the Spurs with the ball, following the basket by O.J. Mayo. It's rebounded by Mayo. 2:46 left in the first. Misses. Now San Antonio the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Well, this is a team that just dominated them the last week, especially as far as getting good, high-quality shots.
So it's Memphis now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Mayo brings it from downtown. 7 points in the game. And that poor shot selection, it'll kill you.
Every time, Kevin. Bad shots, bricks, missing easy jumpers. That won't get it done, plain and simple. They need to take it easy here, back off, make sure they get some good looks at the basket.
Here's Conley following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Gay. Drops.
Boy, he's really special. The defense has to account for him at all times.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Well, you look at Duncan, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Field goal percentage is always a function of the kinds of shots you take. And this guy here, I tell you what, not only does he make a high percentage of his shots, but he takes good shots on a regular basis.
Bitch ass nigga, when you use my
Here's
screen,
Francis. Scooped up.
that's what your selfish ass get.
Good. The putback is no good. Memphis trailing here. Right wing to Mayo. From the corner. Shot. No good. For San Antonio the other way. Magician. To Gooden. Baseline. Here's Magician, and it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Here's Gay. Great finish in traffic.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
To Jefferson. Gooden from short range. Stuffed it and grabs the rock. The one-man stop by Thabit. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at the Grizzlies. Winding things down this season. They're in that all-important ninth position within striking distance of a playoff spot. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs. They're down 4 spots from there.
Home fans really will get an opportunity to see their favorite team during this long home.
Here's Conley, averaging 10 points per contest. Gay with it, Jefferson on him. Nails it. 7 points in the game. And it's the Spurs with the ball. They trail by 1. And looking forward to this Saturday, it's going to be Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. They head to Atlanta to play the Hawks at Phillips Arena. That'll start at 7 o'clock Eastern. And here are the Grizzlies now after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Gay with it, defended by Jefferson. And loads.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
San Antonio leading. Here's Duncan, lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Great pass into the lane. They'll take that one every time.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And here's what happened yesterday in the NBA. New Orleans with the road win. The New Jersey Nets dropping that one. It's a road win for the Chicago Bulls. Bucks can't get it done at the Bradley Center. The Lakers pick up a road win as the Los Angeles Clippers are defeated. And back to the game we go. Here's Young in close. Graceful finish.
Effortless, soft layup. Nice play.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Thompson is in at small forward. And it's the Spurs with the ball. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Hits the quick shot. He's got 10.
That's the way to manufacture your shot against the taller defender. Solid effort.
Oh my goodness.
The beat covered by Duncan. 5 on the shot clock. Conley gets the bucket.
That's what makes an offense flow. Good execution, smart shots.
A tight game here in San Antonio. To number 7. Drops it in on the layup.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Here's Conley. Got a piece of it.
Hell yeah.
Stolen by Magician. They've got a number.
All the way.
Thompson finished off the break. They're up 25-20.
That's a good example of excellent communication. The nice lead pass led his teammate right to the rim for the basket.
San Antonio on key. It's a 5-point game. Young to the beat.
Let's
The
go.
turnover by
Sold it.
Memphis. Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in assists. Well, you look at Conley, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
This guy simply makes his team go. His ability to get people shot opportunities in their ideal scoring position is what makes him special. Add to that leadership ability in running the show, and you've got what every coach loves to have, a general out there who makes his team better.
Good for the three-point play. Timeout called the Grizzlies. and you'll want to tune in next Monday. It's a road game for the Oklahoma City Thunder as they travel to Miami to take on the Heat at the American Airlines Arena. It all gets underway at 6 o'clock Eastern.
We'll see how it plays out.
So it's Memphis. 8-point game. Gay backs down. Bond gets the defensive 3-second call. Here's what Memphis has lined up on their schedule. They'll be facing the Denver Nuggets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Show me you worth it.
And it's off.
Ball don't lie. This nigga's ass. Watch this.
Ariza with it.
Why he put his hands down?
7 points a game.
At the wrong
That's good.
time.
Even though it was early in the shot clock,
Like I let
that's
go
an
of the
opportunity
buttons.
you
No,
can't
I was
pass
still
up,
holding
Kevin.
it. The fuck?
Here are the Spurs with the ball. 6-point lead. Here's Magician with the floater, kept alive. Here's
I knew it was a
Ginobili.
bad shot, but I had to try. I wasn't expecting better to play.
Jefferson trains it for 3.
My bad, Jefferson.
Nice bucket by the 10-year veteran out of Arizona. Memphis trailing here. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gay with it, defended by Jefferson. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Arthur. Magician gets the board inside.
And they're getting it done on the glass today, Kevin.
Nice advantage here on the inside. The Spurs
Have been red hot offensively.
Yeah, but we've still got 2 quarters to play. Anything can happen. We've reached halftime with the score 33-22. Now it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Spurs have been absolute. Thanks for tuning in. The third quarter getting underway. We had some one-sided action in the first half, and see if that trend continues here. Here's Conley, and with the rebounding Clark comes the score.
Yeah, they're up right now, and if they can keep pulling down those extra boards, they get chances, so they shouldn't have any trouble keeping the lead.
Al Gasol, covered by Duncan. Here's Mayo, scooped up.
I know, damn it. You know better than that.
Leads him with the pass. Gain with it. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
I'm surprised he missed that 3. The defense was very fortunate.
And looking forward to next Sunday, it's going to be LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Boston Celtics come into town. Tip-off time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this.
All the way.
On defense, Memphis.
No.
Jefferson gets back rim and gets a nice bounce. Now called the Grizzlies. We'll see a new set here for the Spurs.
Put me back on the fucking court.
Here's Conley. Let's quickly go down to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Greg Popovich just moments ago.
Hey, Kev.
Al Gasol. The Grizzlies can trim it to single digits. To Conley. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Mayo. The shot is off. Now San Antonio the other way.
You know, Kevin, all these rebounds allow them to attack the defense before they have a chance to get back and set up on deep. Let me see.
Here's Conley. 2:49 left in the third. And Clark, you're right about what they've been able to accomplish with strong work down low.
Especially on long shot attempts. It's much easier to get back on defense after scoring.
And here comes Ginobili. 11-point game. Magician, covered by Conley. Fades back. Gasol
I
corrals
held
it,
it a little too
but that's
long.
only his second rebound so far. Here comes Michael Conley. He's got to push it. Here's Mayo. Cuts the score to single digits. 11 points in the game.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
Magician, over by Conley. Duncan from inside. Finishes with the soft touch.
Easy look in the paint. Defense got abused there.
Here's Conley. Connects from in close.
That's a heck of a job to lay it in around the taller defender, Kevin. Lovely, agile finish.
San
Oh,
Antonio
y'all think he
leading.
did something impressive?
And here's Duncan. Ariza covering. Stolen away.
Just too difficult to squeeze that pass low.
Here's Gay.
Gooding was trash,
Rips
bro.
it down
I'm saying
with
nothing
both
about him
hands.
being good.
Oh, two hands to make sure.
That's just his name. It's just an unfortunate coincidence.
Magician backs him down.
Get your damn hands off of me.
Magician
Let's go.
from close range. Lays it
At
right
the
in.
force it. Foot wrong thing.
He's got 19. Here comes Michael Conley. On the paint. Gets the lay-in. Sweet touch by
Yeah,
the
block it,
four-year
something
man
like
out
that.
of Ohio State. And so here is San Antonio. 7-point differential. Here's Magician. Lays it
It's an easy
right
win.
in.
He's not normally a prolific scorer, but he's giving them a big lift in this one.
Which I am the scorer for my team. Somebody might have a little fluke breakout game, but anybody consistently.
Here's Conley. On the mark with the triple.
Nobody
He's
cares.
got 9.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
5-second difference between the shot.
You telling me when nobody on my fucking side?
Here, they'll want to hold for one
I had to
shot.
pass across the court
Conley.
like that, like a dumbass.
Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Jefferson.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Clean back on the court.
Gets them both.
Oh, they could. Y'all could have left me on the bench.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. They lead by 11. Dumps it off. McDyess uncovered. That's good.
He's not their go-to guy offensively normally, but when his number was called, he rose to the occasion.
Magician is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul.
Fouled him to prevent the easy baskets. He'll have to earn it at the line.
Here's Conley.
Anybody going for
14
the line?
points for him. Here's Gay. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson.
Well, I think one of the stories has been rebounding.
Here's Ginobili. Drops in the runner. Absolutely, Clark. You're just too tough inside.
Yeah, Kevin, they've completely dominated the boards here, and that's a major factor in what looks to be a win.
Here's
That should have never
That
dropped.
should be illegal, Kevin.
Now I got flipped.
The vertical game is in full effect. Look out below.
the Spurs should slow it down here and use some clock. Francis, over by Conley. Shoots from the post. Laid in with the D draped all over him.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence, and their offense is really flowing.
It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. It stays here. We'll see a new set here for the Spurs.
Bro, why am I going back to the bench?
And here is Mayo. 20
Put
points
me
for
back on
him.
the court. What the fuck? Seriously?
So it's Memphis down by 12. Manu down low. to McDyess. 5 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies retain possession.
I don't know
Some
why the fuck
adjustments
he
here
kept
for the
running.
Spurs.
Oh, great.
Here's Conley.
Fucking great.
He's got 14.
Under
All
a
he
minute
had to
go,
do was stop
and
in the
game
paint,
is
and it would have been an easy foul.
The Spurs win the hard-fought game as
I didn't
they
even
outlast
play.
the Grizzlies 66 to 57. For his solid performance, Magician is our Jordan Brand player of the game.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop him.
That's why I got put on the bench so often, because I already had 19 by the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks
Shut up.
for tuning in
Shut
to
the fuck up.
NBA
Try hitting
basketball
ass.
on 2K Sports.
Y'all some haters. Ten for 16, 2 turnovers, 1 for 1, 1 foul, 11 points, 9 points, 6 points, 6 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots. Like, it's ridiculous. Maybe next 2K, I'm gonna play 7-minute quarters instead of 5. Let's see if we got enough to do a little upgradey grade. Shit. No, not rotation. Roster. Rebounding went up to a 66. Defense still a 64. I haven't done offense in a while, so obviously it's still gonna be a 64. Yeah, inside scoring is what I need to upgrade the most. On offense is what I said, but I don't know. I want to do my dunk more than anything, just because he got the potential to do it. All right. Perimeter defense C, post defense B minus. Also need to do my ball handling, but I already talked about all that offensive shit. All right, and rebounding C minus still, athleticism C. All right, perimeter defense C, post defense B minus. Why is my perimeter defense still a C? My own ball defense is at 80. It's because I'm slow. Because I'm assuming block is going to help my defensive low. You know what I'm saying? And you would assume, I guess, my steal, but that's a 70, 75, and then 80. You would assume this would be higher than this one. But I don't know how they running the numbers on here. But after defense, I'm going to do vertical, durability, quickness, and strength. Those are the 4 things I'm focused on in physical. And then maybe max out my consistency, or I don't know, up my offensive and defensive clutch, or, awareness, max that out. Either way, I only do maybe like 1 or 2 things on mental before I go back to offense. But I want to finish defense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only, 5 slots? Yeah, there's only 5 slots, so go ahead and knock this shit out. So by next year, you know what I'm saying, next season, ain't got too much to worry about. But all right, T-Bags, I digress. If you made it this far to the end of the video, bro, much love, much respect, much appreciation. Y'all already know the deal, bro. You ain't got to like, you ain't got to share, you ain't got to subscribe. All I need you to do, bro, man, keep it crispy. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? Just
crispy. Crispy, crackly, crunchy. You know what I'm saying? Cool, refreshing. Ain't got no other words. So until next time, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you ain't gotta like, share, subscribe. I don't need none of that. Just keep it crispy. One.